Hey guys, Andrew from Ausevo here. So yeah, just pickup day for me. I'm just got a train up from home down the coast, heading to ERS to pick up my Evo. It's just had a clutch install done on it by Jimmy there. So yeah, actually pretty handy to have a workshop that's actually next to a train station. It makes things a lot easier when it comes to things like this. Yeah, so I'm going to do some video when I get up there, and yeah, go from there. Okay guys, bye. Hey guys, so yeah, up at ERS, I'll just spin this camera around. You can have a look at the business. Yeah, so it's in Yennora. I don't know if you guys know Sydney, but it's one of the suburbs kind of in Western Sydney. Easy to get to, train line runs right across the front of it. So Jimmy originally used to just sell second-hand parts really. He had a business out and kind of off the M7 in northwestern Sydney, and moved down to this more central location, which has made it a lot easier to access him. As you can see here, he just sells lots and lots of bits and pieces. He's got a few customers hanging around outside. On a weekend, on a Saturday like it is today, picking up bits and pieces. A few cars outside. Saw a GTA down here that looks like it's had a bit of a shunt. Back end smashed up on it. Got a 9 rear bar. Normally there's a whole heap of Evos parked around, but can't see many today. Yeah, okay, I'll just go inside. So this is the inside of ERS. Look at that. This is Jimmy's Time Attack car, which I'm sure will be out on the track at World Time Attack, I'm assuming. A lot of work to be done though when you get onto that. Yeah, very fancy though. Looks quite nice in there. Sequential, potentially. Very nice. Give him any trade secrets. Like I said, a lot of stuff that Jimmy does is second-hand market, but he does now obviously a workshop as well. Cars on hoists. Cars under hoists. And then spare parts. So obviously a lot of second-hand stuff, just about anything you'd ever want for your Evo. Transfer cases, engines, headlights for different models, boxes and boxes, lots of seats and stuff up the top there. Steering wheels, bits and pieces, aftermarket stuff. Some rally out piping. Does a lot of work with the BRZs and the Corollas and the Yaris's as well. A whole lot of suspension parts. Also over this side a nice collection of aftermarket stuff. So in here, PRP stuff, coil holders, clusters. Jimmy's been quite involved with Artec, so obviously a lot of Artec product in here. Yeah, so that's the workshop. It's got a lot of cars so in here, so you could probably do a workshop about 3 times as big as this one, but that's the way it goes. Anyway, I'm going to head off. Flip this around. Yeah, so I'll head off, turn this around this way. We'll see how we go in this car. A new clutch, meant to be light, so hopefully. Okay, see you later guys. It's the same as it ever did. Okay, so where to start? I have been driving this car around on a MPC button clutch, ceramic button clutch, for the last 7 years or so. Pretty much that whole time I've been running around that 400 kilowatt area, 660, 670 newton meters of torque, so quite a bit for a single plate clutch to hold. To its credit, the MPC has done a very good job. It's never felt it slip. It's not the easiest clutch in the world to drive around on, and it does get pretty sore on your leg because it is a very heavy clutch. So that's probably the biggest issue I had with it in traffic, in a traffic jam. Yeah, you feel like you need to get your hip rewired after you've driven it for an hour at 5 kilometers an hour on and off the clutch over and over and over again, which has happened to me a few times on the Hume Highway heading up north back to Sydney. So the other thing was it was getting pretty shuddery, my clutch, so it's probably had its life. I haven't actually gotten it out of the box. ERS gave it back to me so I can have a look at it. Be interested to see how much wear and tear is on it, but yeah, I had noticed a difference in the way it was driving from the last year or so. So made a decision to get a new clutch. So two things I wanted. I wanted a light pedal feel, and I wanted to do a conversion from a pull to a push setup. The reason for that, the conversion over to the push setup, was because I have heard and seen a lot of people having problems with the clutch fork attachments and having them snap off. Basically, you're tensioning them, you're pulling them forward when you have the standard setup that the Evo runs, which is the pull type clutch. Push clutches push down on those, and you don't have that problem. So I wanted to do a conversion on that. So that was one thing, and the pedal, I wanted a lighter pedal. So I was going to have to go to a twin or maybe a triple, but at least a twin. I had put out a what do you think thing on post on OzEvo just to see what people's thoughts are on clutches. A lot of different suggestions, a lot of different ideas, which is always the problems with clutches. They're kind of a bit subjective. People like one clutch or they don't like one clutch for whatever reason, and the next person you have a post from, exact opposite idea. Makes it very difficult to make an informed decision on these things. Some people love XCD clutches, some people love MPC clutches, some people like extreme clutches. It's all over the place, and then there's as many people as like those ones. There's someone who hates those clutches. One of the few clutches that very hard to find any bad reviews or bad reports on were the ATS clutches out of Japan. They do a range of twins, triples in different materials. The one that I've decided to go with, and that's what I went with, an ATS twin, is what they call their carbon clutch. So it's a carbon clutch with a metal plate, intermediate plate, and a metal, obviously, flywheel. They do a carbon clutch, but you're looking at like 10 grand or 8 grand or something for one of those, which is a bit beyond what I wanted to spend. Yeah, so that's what I've gone with. It's the ATS twin carbon with the pull to push conversion, and yeah, at this point it seems to be ticking all the boxes. So I had ERS in Yunora, install it. I went with those guys because I know Jimmy. I've known him for a long time in the Evo circles, as most of you would. He's probably the man to go to in Australia for second-hand Evo parts. Definitely has a massive inventory, as the post this video has shown. He did the install in me and got it done pretty quickly, within a few days. Sorted a few issues out, one being that the kit I bought was meant to come with a bearing for the conversion, the pull to push conversion, and it didn't. So they had to sort that out, get one from Toyota. They run a Toyota bearing. No problems. Mark up there sorted that out for me and got it done. Yeah, so I was pretty happy with that, and I'm just going to pause this now. Yeah, so I went up to ERS, got the train up. Their workshop's right next to the train station there at Yunora, so it makes it really easy for people like myself who live a little bit out of town to get to them. 5-minute walk from the train station. Went up, picked up the car. I was all ready to go. Had a talk to the guys there, MJ, and yeah, very happy. The car was immaculate, same as I left it with. You wouldn't be able to tell that it even had the work done, bar the fact that when I jumped in it and put my foot on the clutch, it felt like I was driving my little i30. It's actually got a lighter clutch feel than my i30 diesel run about daily, so that's pretty impressive for a clutch that's capable of holding 900 horsepower or something, they reckon. Don't know what that is in torque, but yeah, they're pretty yeah, heavy duty clutch as far as it goes. So yeah, pretty happy with it. Drove it back. There's a bit of a break-in period with these clutches. They recommend 300k of kind of street driving, and then give it a foot full in third gear, say, and see how it goes. If you hear any kind of revs rising because it's slipping, then do it another few 100k of street driving until you basically break in those ceramic rotors in it. Yeah, so that's about it. I will keep driving around and see how it goes. If there's any negative feedback or any negative things happen, I'll let you guys know, but at this point it seems to be doing the job that I want from it. Okay, that's about it, and I'll talk to you all later. Thank you, bye.